Title: He tried to save humanity, but became a monster. Once, in a world not so different from our own, there lived a man named Dr. Elias Voss. He was a brilliant scientist, known for his kindness and his dream of making the world a better place. For years he worked tirelessly in his laboratory, searching for a way to end sickness, hunger, and war. He believed that science could heal the wounds of humanity. One day, after many failures and sleepless nights, Dr. Voss made a discovery. He created a serum, a powerful liquid that could change the human body, making it stronger, faster, and immune to disease. He called it the gift. In his mind, this was the answer to all suffering. No more pain, no more weakness. But there was a problem. The serum was unstable. It worked in small tests, but he did not know what would happen if a human took too much. His colleagues warned him. "Elias, this is dangerous," they said. "You must wait, study it more." But Dr. Voss was impatient. The world was suffering now. How could he wait? So, without telling anyone, he injected himself with a large dose of the serum. At first, nothing happened. Then, his body began to change. His muscles grew. His skin hardened like stone. His mind felt clearer than ever, but also colder. The pain of others no longer touched him. He saw weakness as something to be removed, not helped. Days passed, and the changes grew worse. Dr. Voss no longer slept. He no longer ate. His heart, once full of compassion, now beat only for power. He looked at the world and saw only imperfection that he could fix. He started small. A village suffering from a plague became his first test. Instead of curing them gently, he forced his serum upon them. Some grew strong like him, but their minds broke. Others could not handle the change and died in agony. The village was destroyed, but Dr. Voss did not care. "They were weak," he said. "The strong will survive." News of the monster spread. Government sent soldiers to stop him, but bullets could not pierce his hardened skin. He fought them off effortlessly, leaving broken bodies in his wake. The man who once wanted to save humanity now saw himself as its ruler. Only those who accepted his gift would be allowed to live in his new world. A small group of survivors, people who had once admired Dr. Voss, realized the truth. He was no longer their hero. He was a tyrant, a creature of cold logic and cruelty. Among them was a young woman named Lina, a former student of Dr. Voss. She remembered the kind man he had once been, and refused to believe he was gone forever. Lina and the others studied his notes. They found the flaw in his serum, the reason it had twisted his mind. There was an antidote, but it had to be given willingly. Dr. Voss would never take it himself now. He believed he was perfect. So, Lina made a plan. She would face him alone. When she found him in the ruins of his old laboratory, he barely recognized her. "You are wasting your time," he said. "Join me or die." Lina held out the antidote. "You were wrong," she said. "Strength isn't about power. It's about compassion. The world doesn't need a ruler. It needs the real Dr. Voss, the man who wanted to heal, not destroy." For a moment, something flickered in his eyes, a memory of who he had been. Then his face hardened. "You are weak," he said, and raised his hand to strike her down. But Lina was faster. She did not fight him. Instead, she threw the vial at his chest. It shattered, and the liquid seeped into his stone-like skin. He roared in anger, but then he began to change. The hardness faded. His body shrank back to normal. His mind cleared. When it was over, Dr. Voss collapsed to his knees, weeping. He remembered everything, the pain he had caused, the lives he had ruined. "What have I done?" he whispered. Lina knelt beside him. "You tried to save us," she said. But you forgot that humanity is fragile. That's what makes it beautiful. Dr. Voss looked at his hands. No longer weapons, just hands. He had wanted to be a hero. Instead, he had become the very thing he fought against. But the story was not over. Redemption was possible. And so, with Lina's help, he began the long journey to undo his mistakes. The road was hard, and many would never forgive him. But he would spend the rest of his life trying. For even monsters can remember what it means to be human.